Have you ever wondered why certain patterns keep repeating in your life? Why the same challenges appear again and again, no matter how hard you try to avoid them? What if I told you that the final digit of your birth year holds an ancient secret about your soul's journey in this lifetime? Before you click away, thinking this is just another numerology video, let me stop you right there. This isn't about predicting your future or telling your fortune. This is about something far more profound. This is about understanding the karmic lessons encoded into the very moment you entered this world, according to ancient Buddhist wisdom that has been passed down through monasteries in the Himalayas for over 2,000 years. My name doesn't matter. What matters is the teaching I'm about to share with you. A teaching that helped me understand why I struggled with the same painful relationships for decades. Why I felt stuck in patterns I couldn't break. And why, once I understood my karmic lesson, everything began to shift. Right now, I want you to do something. Think about the year you were born. Focus on that last digit. If you were born in 1987, your number is 7. If you were born in 2003, your number is 3. Got it? Hold that number in your mind because by the end of this video, you'll understand why you've experienced certain struggles in your life, and more importantly, how to finally transcend them. But here's the thing, this knowledge is useless if you don't watch until the end. Each number builds upon the wisdom of the previous one, and your personal karmic lesson will only make sense when you understand the complete teaching. So stay with me. In Tibetan Buddhist monasteries, monks study what they call the wheel of karmic return. This isn't some mystical nonsense. It's a sophisticated system of understanding how our consciousness carries unresolved patterns from previous experiences, manifesting as recurring challenges in our current life. And your birth year's final digit? It's like a cosmic timestamp, marking which spoke of that wheel your soul entered through. Let me share something that happened in a monastery in Nepal, where I spent 3 months in silence. An old monk, his face weathered like ancient parchment, looked at me after I told him my birth year. He smiled and said something that changed my life. You didn't choose when to be born by accident. Your soul waited for the exact right moment, when the universe could provide you with the precise lessons you needed to evolve. Let's begin with the numbers. And remember, this isn't about judgment. There are no good or bad karmic lessons. There are only opportunities for growth. If your birth year ends in 0, your karmic lesson is about new beginnings and letting go. You came into this life carrying the weight of endings from past cycles. People with 0 often struggle with closure. You might find yourself clinging to relationships that have run their course, jobs that no longer serve you, or identities that you've outgrown. Your soul's assignment? To learn that every ending is actually a beginning in disguise. The Buddhist teaching here is about impermanence, what we call anicca. Your challenge is to embrace the flow of life without grasping. When you resist endings, you suffer. When you dance with change, you become free. Have you noticed how hard it is for you to throw things away? How you hold on to memories, even painful ones? That's your lesson calling you. If your birth year ends in 1, your karmic lesson is about self-discovery and independence. You entered this life to learn who you are beyond what others expect of you. Ones often grow up as people pleasers, chameleons who adapt to every situation, losing themselves in the process. You might have spent years trying to make others happy, neglecting your own needs and desires. Your parents, your partners, your friends, they all had visions of who you should be. But your soul knows, this lifetime is about finding your authentic voice. The Buddhist concept here is svabhava, your true nature. Your work is to peel away the layers of conditioning and discover the luminous being underneath. Does it feel selfish when you prioritize yourself? That discomfort is exactly what you came here to heal. If your birth year ends in 2, your karmic lesson is about relationships and balance. But not in the way you think. 2s don't come here to find their perfect partner. They come here to learn that they are already complete. You see, people born under the energy of 2 often experience codependency. You feel incomplete without someone else. You define yourself through your relationships. You give and give until you're empty, then wonder why you feel resentful. Here's what the Buddha taught about attachment. The root of suffering is believing that our happiness depends on external circumstances or other people. Your lesson is to develop what Buddhists call metta, loving kindness that begins with yourself. You must learn to be your own best friend, your own partner, your own source of validation. Only then can you truly love another without losing yourself. Have you noticed how you feel anxious when you're alone? That's your assignment staring you in the face. If your birth year ends in 3, your karmic lesson is about expression and creativity. You came here with stories trapped inside you, words unspoken, art unmade, truth suppressed. 3s often experience a painful split between their inner world and outer expression. You might have grown up in an environment where your voice was silenced, your creativity dismissed, your truth unwelcome. So you learned to swallow your words, to make yourself small, to hide your light. But your soul is screaming for release. The Buddhist teaching here connects to right speech, one of the paths of the Eightfold Path. But it's not just about speaking truthfully. It's about speaking authentically. Your work is to find your voice and use it, even when it shakes, even when others disapprove. Every time you suppress your truth, you betray yourself. Every time you share it, you heal. Does your throat feel tight when you want to speak up? That's your karmic wound asking for attention. If your birth year ends in 4, your karmic lesson is about stability and trust. 4s come into this world carrying deep-seated fears about security. You might worry about money constantly, even when you have enough. You might struggle to trust the universe, always waiting for the other shoe to drop. This stems from what Buddhists call bhaya, existential fear. Your soul chose this lesson to learn that true security doesn't come from external circumstances. It comes from inner stability. You might have experienced instability in childhood, chaos that taught you the world is unsafe. But here's the profound truth. The ground beneath you has never been as solid as you think, and it's never been as shaky as you fear. Everything is constantly changing, and yet you're still here, still breathing, still okay. Your work is to develop faith, not in some deity, but in your own resilience. To understand that you've survived every difficult moment so far, and that counts for something. When you loosen your grip on control, life starts supporting you in unexpected ways. Do you struggle to relax? That's your lesson knocking. If your birth year ends in 5, your karmic lesson is about freedom and discipline. This seems like a contradiction, doesn't it? But that's exactly the point. 5s are here to learn that true freedom comes through commitment, not avoidance. You might be someone who resists routine, who rebels against structure, who gets bored easily and constantly seeks the next adventure, the next thrill, the next escape. But beneath that restlessness is often a fear of depth, a fear of staying still long enough to face yourself. The Buddhist concept here is sila, ethical discipline. Not as restriction but as liberation. When you commit to a practice, a path, a person, you go deep enough to find the treasure. Your karmic assignment is to learn that running isn't freedom. It's imprisonment to your own fear of stillness. If your birth year ends in 6, your karmic lesson is about service and boundaries. 6s are natural caregivers, healers, nurturers. You feel other people's pain as if it were your own. You want to fix everyone, save everyone, help everyone. But here's what happens. You become exhausted, resentful, and lost in other people's problems while neglecting your own life. The Buddhist teaching here is about karuna, compassion, but true compassion includes yourself. You cannot pour from an empty cup. Your soul came here to learn the difference between helping and enabling, between compassion and codependence, between service and self-sacrifice. The most radical thing you can do is say no. To protect your energy. To understand that everyone has their own karmic journey, and sometimes the most loving thing you can do is let people face their own lessons. Do you feel guilty when you rest? That's your wound speaking. Healing it means learning that you matter too. If your birth year ends in 7, your karmic lesson is about trust and surrender. 7s are the seekers, the questioners, the ones who need to understand everything before they can believe it. You might struggle with anxiety because your mind never stops analyzing, calculating, preparing for worst-case scenarios. You want guarantees before you take risks. You want proof before you have faith. But life doesn't work that way. The Buddhist concept here is saddha, faith or confidence. Not blind belief, but a deep trust in the process of life itself. Your assignment is to learn that not everything can be understood with the mind. Some things must be experienced with the heart. You're here to develop intuition, to listen to the whispers of your soul beneath the noise of your thoughts, to take leaps without knowing where you'll land, to trust that you're being guided even when you can't see the path. If your birth year ends in 8, your karmic lesson is about power and integrity. 8s come into this life to learn how to handle power responsibly. You might have experienced power used against you, or you might have misused it yourself. Either way, you carry wounds around authority, control, and influence. Some 8s become power-hungry, dominating others to feel strong. Other 8s reject power entirely, playing small to avoid the responsibility that comes with standing in your strength. The Buddhist teaching here connects to samma ajiva, right livelihood. It's about using your resources, influence, and abilities in service of something greater than ego. Your work is to step into your power without becoming corrupted by it, to lead without dominating, to succeed without exploiting, to accumulate without hoarding, to understand that true power is empowering others, not controlling them. Money, status, authority, these aren't evil. It's how you relate to them that matters. Your soul is asking, can you be powerful and humble? Successful and generous? Influential and kind? If your birth year ends in 9, your karmic lesson is about completion and release. 9s are finishing a cycle. You're here to tie up loose ends, to resolve patterns that have followed you through multiple lifetimes. This makes you old souls, wise beyond your years, but also weary. You might feel like you've been here before, like you've already learned these lessons, like you're tired of the human experience. And you're right. You're at the end of a major cycle. The Buddhist teaching here is about nirvana, but not in the way most people think. Nirvana isn't about escaping life. It's about being so fully present to life that you're no longer identified with suffering. Your assignment is to forgive, to let go, to make peace with everything that has been. To see that every experience, even the painful ones, were exactly what your soul needed. You're here to graduate, but first, you must complete the final exam. And that exam is radical acceptance. Now, before I share the most important part of this teaching, I want you to pause and reflect. Did your number resonate with you? Did you feel that recognition in your body, that sense of, yes, that's exactly what I've been struggling with? That feeling isn't coincidence. It's your soul acknowledging its own journey. Here's what most people miss about karmic lessons. They're not punishments. They're not cosmic mistakes. They're precisely designed curriculum for your soul's evolution. The Buddha taught that we suffer not because life is inherently painful, but because we resist what is. Your karmic lesson is simply showing you where you're still resisting. Let me tell you about a woman I met in that Himalayan monastery. She was born in a year ending in 6. For 43 years, she gave everything to everyone else. She raised her children, cared for her aging parents, supported her husband's dreams while abandoning her own. She came to the monastery broken, empty, angry. The monk who taught her about her karmic lesson said something profound. You think you've been selfless, but actually, you've been afraid. Afraid that if you stop giving, no one will love you. Afraid that you don't matter unless you're useful. Your generosity has been a mask for your fear. She cried for 3 days. Then she started the real work, learning to receive, to rest, to value herself beyond her usefulness. 2 years later, I saw her again. She was luminous. Not because she stopped caring for others, but because she included herself in that circle of care. This is what understanding your karmic lesson can do. It illuminates the shadow you've been running from, the wound you've been protecting, the truth you've been avoiding. And in that illumination, healing becomes possible. So how do you work with your karmic lesson? How do you transform this knowledge into actual growth? The Buddha gave us clear instructions, and they're surprisingly simple. First, recognize. Awareness is the beginning of all transformation. Now that you know your karmic lesson, start noticing when it shows up in your daily life. If you're a 0 struggling with endings, notice the moment you start clinging. If you're a 5 avoiding commitment, notice when you get the urge to run. Just notice. No judgment. No trying to fix it immediately. Just witnessing with compassion. Second, accept. This is where most people get stuck. We want to skip past our lessons, to bypass the discomfort, to arrive at enlightenment without doing the work. But the Buddha was clear: suffering ends not by avoiding pain, but by fully accepting it. Your karmic lesson is uncomfortable for a reason. Lean into that discomfort. It's where your growth lives. Third, practice. Buddhism is not a philosophy. It's a practice. If your lesson is about boundaries, practice saying no. If it's about expression, practice speaking your truth in small ways first. If it's about trust, practice taking tiny leaps of faith. You don't have to transform overnight. You just have to take one small step toward your lesson every single day. Fourth, be patient. Karmic patterns didn't form in one lifetime. They won't dissolve in one day. You'll take 2 steps forward and 1 step back. You'll forget. You'll fall into old patterns. This is normal. This is part of the process. The monk in Nepal told me, the difference between a master and a beginner is not that the master never falls. It's that the master gets up faster. And here's something powerful. When you start working with your karmic lesson, life will test you. The universe will send you exactly the situations you need to practice your lesson. This isn't punishment. It's support. There's a deeper layer to this teaching that connects all the numbers, all the lessons, all the souls on this planet. The Buddha taught that separation is an illusion. We're all interconnected, all part of the same cosmic dance. Your karmic lesson doesn't exist in isolation. It connects to the lessons of everyone around you. Think about it. If you're a 6 learning about boundaries, you'll attract people who need to learn about asking for help instead of enabling. If you're a 3 learning about expression, you'll encounter people who need to learn about listening. The universe is incredibly intelligent in how it orchestrates these connections. This is why your most challenging relationships are often your greatest teachers. That person who triggers you. They're not in your life by accident. They're holding up a mirror to your unhealed karmic wound. The situation that keeps repeating? It's not bad luck. It's your soul saying, hey, you haven't learned this lesson yet. Let me give you another opportunity. In Buddhism, we call this Sangha, the community of practice. Everyone you meet is part of your spiritual curriculum. Everyone has something to teach you about your own journey. The boss who micromanages might be showing you where you need to develop trust. The friend who never listens might be reflecting your own struggle with being heard. The partner who can't commit might be mirroring your fear of depth. When you understand this, everything changes. You stop seeing yourself as a victim of circumstances and start seeing yourself as a student in the universe's classroom. Every challenge becomes a gift. Every difficulty becomes an invitation. Every person becomes a teacher. And here's the beautiful truth. As you heal your karmic lesson, you don't just transform yourself. You transform everyone around you. Your healing ripples outward, affecting your family, your community, the collective consciousness itself. We're coming to the end of our time together, but your journey is just beginning. Right now, you have a choice. You can close this video and return to your life unchanged, treating this as interesting information but nothing more. Or you can make a decision, right here, right now, to actually work with your karmic lesson. I want to give you a practice to take with you. Tonight, before you sleep, sit quietly for 5 minutes. Hold your birth year's final number in your mind. Ask yourself, where did this lesson show up in my life today? Where did I resist it? Where did I lean into it? Don't judge yourself. Just observe with compassion. Do this every night for 30 days, and I promise you, your life will begin to shift in ways you can't imagine. Here's what I know to be true: you didn't find this video by accident. Out of millions of videos on YouTube, you clicked on this one. Your soul guided you here because you're ready. Ready to understand. Ready to heal. Ready to evolve. The question is, will you honor that readiness with action? If this teaching resonated with you, if you felt that spark of recognition, that moment of truth, I need you to do something. Subscribe to this channel. Not for me, but for yourself. Because this is just the beginning. I'll be sharing more ancient Buddhist wisdom that can transform your life. Teachings on karma, on consciousness, on the nature of reality itself. And here's a challenge: share this video with one person who needs to hear it. One person who's struggling with patterns they can't break. One person who's ready to understand their soul's journey. When you share wisdom, you deepen your own understanding. You become a teacher as you remain a student. Leave a comment below with your number. Tell me if this resonated. Tell me what you're committing to change. When you declare your intention publicly, you activate a powerful force for transformation. Remember, your karmic lesson is not your prison. It's your portal to wisdom, to freedom, to becoming who you were always meant to be. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being open. Thank you for doing the sacred work of healing yourself, which heals the world. Until next time, walk gently on your path, and may your practice be deep.